everyone, welcome. FPL FPLMattDay here, and this is my Game Week 30 latest news video. Before I get into it, if you can please hit that subscribe button if you are new here, give the video a like and get any comments, thoughts or questions in ahead of Game Week 30, a game week in which we've had a nice international break in between to prepare for. But just remember, there is some games coming up this week, so watch out for any late injuries that might happen. But we're going to cover some key topics. As usual tonight, we'll talk about some double game week reveals, best double game weeks, players to target from now until the end of the season due to these double game weeks, chip strategy thoughts from my point of view, and also a new game by FPL. So let's share screen to begin with. And I will share screen. I'll get the share screen up now. And we can talk about one of the big hot topics during this during this international game week break. So let's pull up the share screen. And I'm going to bring up the latest fixtures, which you can see here. Game week 30. This is the game week we've got ahead of us, opening with Newcastle and West Ham, finishing with the big one between Man City and Arsenal. And you'll see Spurs having a good fixture at home to Luton, Liverpool with Brighton at home. So there's a couple of fixtures to look out for. Fulham away at Sheffield United as well. We've seen the likes of Muniz on form. So game week 30 is there for us to see. But if we just go a couple of game weeks ahead, because there's been a big announcement, double game week 34 is now upon us. Let's just scroll. Oh, this is it. There's so many games, doesn't let me scroll out on the screen. But if you have a look here, this game week gives us a double game week for Wolves, Liverpool at this stage, Everton as well will have 2 game weeks, Arsenal having 2 game weeks. So there's some pretty big fixtures that have been announced for game week 34. And there's also going to be a double game week coming out in game week 37 as well. Fixtures yet to be updated on the FPL app. But what I'll do is I'm going to share on screen, which you should be able to see any minute now. We'll share it again. What we want to do, share this this snippet here from the great Ben Krellin on Twitter. So here we've got 34 double game weeks. Liverpool playing against Fulham and Everton in double game week 34. Arsenal playing against Wolves and Chelsea in double game week 34. Bournemouth playing against Aston Villa and Wolves. Palace playing at West Ham and Newcastle. Wolves playing Arsenal and Bournemouth. Everton playing Forest and Liverpool, and Sheffield United playing Burnley and Manchester United. Then in game week 37, we've got a 99% very likely double game week chance of Chelsea with Forest and Brighton, Tottenham with Burnley and City, Man City with Fulham and Spurs, Brighton with Newcastle and Chelsea, Man United with Arsenal and Newcastle with Brighton and Man United. And you can see in between then, unlikely double game weeks in 35 for Chelsea and Spurs, but 70% likely double game week in 36 for Chelsea playing West Ham and Spurs, and Tottenham with tough games away at Liverpool and then away to Chelsea. So lots of double game week action to come. Likely double game weeks, unlikely double game weeks. But 34 are the ones that we've got confirmed right now. So let's have a quick talk about the teams to target in this game week. And for me, it's got to be Liverpool with the 2 games against Fulham and Everton, which leads me into some of the players to target. Mo Salah will have to be a priority here, as will Darwin Núñez. And then I think you can take a pick between some of the defensive options. If Kelleher is still in goal for Liverpool, if Alisson's not back, he would be a big option, in my opinion, as would someone like Conor Bradley if he does cement his team into the side. But watch out for Tsimikas and Trent returning, and also obviously Joe Gomez in that team. So definitely that double from Liverpool, in my opinion. The next team I'm liking is Arsenal for this double game week. Tough games, Wolves and Chelsea. Wolves away especially, but Chelsea is at home. Arsenal are flying as well. So you're probably going to want to look and target some of those Arsenal assets, such as Saka, Ødegaard, and maybe one of the Saliba or Gabriel in defence. Bournemouth as well, Villa and Wolves. I think Solanke is a very strong target as always. Palace haven't been the best side this season. West Ham and Newcastle in 34. You might want to look at someone like Eze, very good midfield option. And then from Wolves, Ait-Nouri is probably your safest bet right now, looking to get attacking returns, maybe a clean sheet in one of those fixtures. Everton, I'd probably stick him with the likes of Pickford for his saves, potential clean sheet in the first game against Forest, and Branthwaite in defence. And then as for Sheffield United, it's a tricky one. You might only want to target a goalkeeper for Sheffield United. I don't think you're going to get much change out of them, even with the Burnley fixture. And then you look ahead, double game week 37. We will touch base with that one as we get further down the track. Same with 35, as it looks unlikely, and the same with likely double game week 36. But let's have a quick talk about my chip strategy that I'm liking the look of due to these announcements. I've seen a lot of people talk about double game week 30, single game week 30, and potentially using a chip then. For me, I think if you've got a wild card and a bench boost left, I think if you can work your transfers in from game week 30, 31, 32, and 33, and you can even take hits in game week 30, bring someone in like Salah back into your team, take a -4 to bring another double game week player for 34 in, and you could use that same strategy up until 33. And then by 34, you've probably got a very strong team with a potential bench boost in there as well, because 34 has some nice fixtures and probably the slightly better fixtures because you get one more as well in there. So it gives you a good bench boost option. You can then look to wildcard in 35 ahead of double game week 36, because both of those likely teams that are going to double in 36 also double in 37. And then Chelsea play Bournemouth in game week 38 and Spurs play Sheffield United. So it gives you a couple of good fixtures for those teams that double. And then I think you could look to bench boost in that game week 37 as well. And I think either one works well for me. I think if you wildcard your team in 33, or you build your transfers up from 33 to 34 and have a very strong bench boost, then I think that's a really good option. Likewise, just doing a wild card in 35 and bench boosting in 37, and you might actually have a stronger squad for 37. Plus, you get the option of having two Man City fixtures in there as well. For it, I think if you're on a free hit, you're probably looking at a free hit 34, a wild card 35, with a bench boost in 37. So that is my thoughts on the double game weeks. Let me know what you think of that in the comments as well, and any questions, also be sure to get them in. Also, I did say I'd talk about some players to target in those double game weeks as well. I did speak about some Liverpool assets. I spoke about some Arsenal assets as well, but we'll do more key player picks as we get closer to that time. And then my last quick thing I want to talk about, is Fantasy Challenge. It's a new game that's come out from FPL. I've released a short on this, so go and check that out in my shorts on YouTube, and it tells you all about what Fantasy Challenge is. Well, there you go. That's my video. FPL Game Week 30, latest news ahead of this game week. It's been all about the double game weeks mainly, as that's what we are looking to focus on. I have plenty of videos before the deadline with favorite captains, favorite transfers, live deadline streams as per usual. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe if you're new, hit the like button, and I will see you all in the next one. I'm FPL Matt Day. Bye for now.